Alright, I didn't film the whole process of the rebuild, but we got the engine together and we're putting in the bike now. We got Natty over here, the ex-owner of the bike. And we're getting ready to put the engine in. Okay, so we had a lunch break and we got the motor in after that. Natty is going to get a haircut right now, so he's not here right now, but my dad helped me out with the engine. So came over and we figured that all out and got it all torqued down. Okay, got some bad news. Rich, he's a guy that lives just down the street in my neighborhood, and he came by, he's walking his dog, and he told me that it's got, I mean, I could already tell it has no compression, but I'll go ahead and show you. Effortless, no compression in there at all. So he was telling me that ain't got no compression. So what he said is the valve clearances, they could be too big and then the valves aren't closing. And he said if I ran the engine for a long time, that they could burn the valves up, and then the valves could break and screw up a bunch of things up. So I'm gonna check the valve clearances, print out a manual for the dirt bike and check those, and if they're good, then it could be something else down there, which I hope it's not. It would be very good if it was the valve clearances. Alright guys, today's Monday. The last time we worked on the dirt bike was Saturday night, so we're getting back to work on it, and it looks like I found the problem. I hope this is the only problem. So right now I'm checking the valve clearances. So when you take your head off, if you have an overhead cam, which if you have a dirt bike, it's most likely an overhead cam. So the camshaft is right there. It goes through to the cam sprocket, and the cam chain connects to that. And then on top you have a rocker assembly that holds the cam in. It's these lifters hit on the lobes, which pushes this up and pushes that down, which forces the valve down for whichever stroke the valve needs to go down. And so what you want to do to check the valve clearances is you want to get a set of these. They're called feeler gauges, and they've got all kinds of every single size, all the small sizes. And for an XR100R, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 2/1000ths of an inch, or 0.051 millimeters, or you could say 0.002 inches, or 2/1000ths of an inch. So you want to figure out which one you need, and then under here, in between the rocker and the valve stem, you want to slide it under, and you want to feel a little bit of resistance. If you can't get it in, or there's too much, or it's too much play, then what you want to do is you want to adjust them. But I'm going to show you that mine is losing the compression, I believe, on the exhaust side of the engine right here. So as you can see, it won't slide in. So what it's actually doing is on the compression stroke, it's leaving the valve out, it's leaving the valve open just a tiny little bit, which is losing all the compression, or most of the compression, which is why you can see it just doesn't feel like it has any compression. So
Okay, so I know that something's definitely wrong because I'll zoom in right now. You can see I haven't even loosened the nut and it's already loose. So that's how you can tell that I was losing compression through there. So yeah, that's a bad sign. So what you want to do is once you loosen it, you want to back it off a little bit like that. So it's nice and loose, so you can screw the thing in or out or however you need to do it. So then you want to get a pair of pliers if you can and loosen that out or tighten it or whatever you need to do, and then loosen it out if it's tight until you feel a little bit of play. And then you want to get your feeler gauge and stick it in between, and you want to feel a little bit of resistance. So you want to have it tight and then back it off just a little bit so you can feel a little bit of resistance. And then what you want to do is you want to get a pair of pliers and you want to hold it like that. You want to have it held and then tighten it with a wrench while you're holding it, and then tighten it up. Moment of truth, I'm gonna go ahead and see how much compression it has. That is perfect. This is the first startup of this engine in about 1.5 years. Shoot. The engine's loose, but it's still there, it's still on, so but it's fine. Alright you guys, that is so exciting. I've been waiting so long to get this thing started, and it runs. It doesn't run good yet, but I think what happened is this isn't right, and it was put in wrong, and I still have to figure out the clutch and make sure the chain is at the right tension, or the timing chain, not the bike chain. The bike chain's not on right now. It's not rideable yet, not yet. But gotta figure those things out. And I have to run the engine for about 30 minutes and then change the oil out because there's dog hair and stuff in it, and then change the new oil back in. So alright you guys, thanks for watching this video. Peace out and keep moving. What am I, TJ Hunt? Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.